Hey Rudy, what are you watching?
I'm Mike Dimas, and this is Pinball Shenanigans. Alright, back at Transformers. I guess this is technically going to be part 2. I don't really know. It might only be 3 parts here, because it's not a lot of stuff that needs to be done on this machine. But I just spent a solid hour and a half changing out all kinds of old school LEDs. You know, yeah, these red ones especially are just, oh, I should throw in a flash. They are, they're a little older. They're not that bright. I'd say they're about the equivalent brightness of an incandescent, with them being red on top. So just changing all those alone brightened up the machine quite a bit. And then all these little tiny puny SMD ones, they were kind of sort of bright, but they were just very directional in their aim of light. The frosted ones I like to use kind of spread out the light. This is a red flasher that I pulled out that was right here, and I put a white flasher instead, because that I would have done purple, but white illuminates this purple dome. Red and purple, I think that made brown. So I found another like kind of spotlight back here that I changed out. Let me. There was one flasher that was out. Oh yeah, that was that flasher was right behind this emblem. I went through every single flasher. This flasher was also out, but it turned out to be the connector in the back. I thought it was going to be a transistor. I'm glad I didn't change a transistor unnecessarily, but I sniffed around a little further and found that there was just a connector there. So yeah, take a look. Again, since you're not looking like at a before and after side-by-side shot, it's not going to be as easy to kind of notice things. But up along here, there's a whole row of about 8 general illumination bulbs. They were all red, and they were just kind of dim. Oh, and look. These are changed to, all I had to do was remove the 2 top screws. You know what I was thinking when I was talking about having to remove all the flipper, like brackets and flipper bats and everything? I remember on my X-Men, I had a couple of these sockets that were a little flickery and flaky, and it wasn't the bulbs. But in order to change the sockets, I would have needed to remove the flipper base and the whole mech and everything. So that's what I was thinking in my head when I was saying, oh, I gotta remove everything just to change the light bulbs. No, changing light bulbs is easy, 2 screws. Changing the sockets, if they're flaky, you need to remove everything. So that's what kind of was going through my head. These flipper rubbers, they gotta go. These slingshot rubbers too. I noticed this is getting a little crusty on the edge there. Where was that? Sorry, let's try not to make anyone throw up. Oh, I really hope I'm not holding this camera wrong again. I'm going to be very mindful moving forward. Oh, I thought I saw it was getting a little crusty on the corner, but maybe not. Maybe not. Either way, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do to this machine. Definitely going to clean it up. What I'm thinking I'm going to do right now is probably take apart most of this corner for now. That'll allow me to clean in that area, and it'll allow me to access these 2 LEDs, because I can't right now. And also, there was another reason. Oh, yeah. This LED as well, somebody did change that, so they must have had this off, because you cannot do that from the underside unless you remove an entire motor that spins this guy around, and that would be a bit of a challenge. So I'm not sure how I'm going to get at this, but I really would like to change that guy and make it match all my other ones. And it's not imperative, but it would be nice to gain access to those guys there. So every single flasher now works. It is a mix of incandescent and LED, but in flasher test everything looks fine, and I'm happy with it. There was the old LEDs in here as well. I changed one to purple and one to red. Purple doesn't really show up. It doesn't really do the effect, so I might just change them both back to white, but they look fine for now. Change these also from red to white. I just repurposed the older LEDs because these don't need to be glowing bright as crazy can be, and they're fine like that. But yeah, so basically light bulbs and flashers, that's what I've been doing. Not anything too crazy, but I definitely am liking how things are looking now compared to what they were before. So yeah, I think I might see if Starscream wants to get out of my way now. Alright, so I was able to remove this, get access to those two LEDs, change them, clean up in the corner. There's just so many complicated giant mechanisms on this game that I'm trying to clean the entire playfield around them. I will remove what I need to remove, but I'm going to try and avoid removing all these giant mechs. But I just not really able to get this one LED. This is the only one, you know, that I wish I could change, but it's just way too much of a pain in the ass. I was thinking of removing Starscream, but let's see. See that shaft there? There's a set screw, but it's on the other side. If it was on this side, I could easily turn the set screw and pop that guy off, but it's over there. So I don't even know. Maybe I would, like, if I could go into motor test, spin him around, but you know what? I just said screw it. You can't even see the LED. It illuminates, like, you know, it's not quite as bright as the other one. So I am giving up on that LED. It's fine. I can live with that one. So yeah, I've just been cleaning every nook and cranny with this off, and these tops of these ramps and tops of these ramps. I'm going about it the hard way. Did the shooter lane. Tops of the plastics. My goal is just to really try and get every square inch. Tediously, but without removing every major mech. What a challenge this machine must have been to assemble. It's just packed full of stuff. There's like one flasher that I was trying to remove from underneath, but you couldn't remove it because the slot in the wood was too narrow. So that particular flasher you needed to install from the top side. There's just a lot of things like that, like you know, like I said, accessing that LED, and then there was some other funky stuff where it's just like the access is just a challenge. Anyway, I am, you know, I've cleaned up the metal ramps a little bit. I might actually use my steel wool on those to finish them off, and I've just been using Novus right now. Tried to clean up the ramp flaps. I did Optimus Prime ramp flap. You know, still a little pitted. Maybe some steel wool will work on these stainless steel spots. I'll remove this plastic, possibly this plastic. I'll remove what I can, but this playfield will clean up nicely. Here's the original shine. Let's see if we can see this. There. See, you can see like it's a circular area where the ball is never touched because it can't get that close to the post. See the difference in the shine versus the dullness? I think the rest of the playfield will polish up to about the similar shine once I get my Novus on it. So, and then I'll have to test all the switches and solenoids next. But I'm gonna quit for now, and I'll be back for more of the action. This video is too short so far to to post. So I'm gonna tinker around with this maybe later tonight or tomorrow, and then post an update. So stay tuned. Okay, back down working on transformers, and starting off with cleaning up the playfield because I think I am done with the LED customization. As you can see, playfield is pretty filthy. I've used up a bit of clothage already. I'm working on some more here. Got a couple of these clear plastics removed and cleaned to access some of the areas. I've pretty much managed, I'm going to zoom in a little bit here, to clean, I think, pretty much every square inch of the playfield. Like, pretty darn effing close. I can see something right now. This rubber, I didn't quite clean the full rubber. So I mean, that's how close I am to getting everything. And I did polish it up with Novus 2. And remember, I said I think the playfield was going to clean up pretty nicely. You can't really notice the difference in sheen now around that post where the ball can't touch. But take a look here. I got the playfield raised up a bit, and this thing is looking shiny. Oh, I got to tighten up these spotlights. Note to self. So yeah, I'm still got to go and clean all the targets and posts. So I do think that these red posts are actually factory. Yeah, that's what I'm concluding. I think they are. They look like they're 10 years old. If they were a little more accessible, I might change them, but I might just clean them up and see how they look, because there's another red one way back in there. But yeah, so I don't know if I really clearly indicated or clearly shown how filthy this thing was, but like I literally got in every nook and cranny the old fashioned hard way. Shooter lane, check this out. Came out nice. I'm still going to take off the apron, clean under there. Cleaned up the flipper bats, the out hole. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I did. And that is what I have been doing. It's cleaning the playfield. And so I just thought I'd show you, give you an example here. This is where I took that plastic off, 2 plastic pieces, and you can see my finger mark of the dust that is going to be gone. And then I'm going to try and remove this plastic. I'm going to have to cut the zip tie, change out the Bumblebee captive ball, try and glue his roof back on, clean up that area, and then I might be pretty close to finishing cleaning the playfield. I'll have to, is that a speck of something? No. Have to give it a little vacuum, although it's not really much crust. The ramp flaps cleaned up pretty good overall. Now, fellow Shenanigander, and that one's more pitted, but Nick Green, and he had a Transformers LE that he sold not too long ago. He said he had the same kind of, effect on his spring steel ramp flaps. So, maybe it's a thing. Maybe it was storage. Who knows? It's not the first ramp flaps I've seen do that. I think it's pretty common, actually. So, I am going to clean up these zones. And if I can get Bumblebee out of there without too much trouble, that would be nice. And I'll see if we can glue his roof back on. Okay, still plugging away at Transformers. I'll let you know what's going on with that in 1 minute, but I thought I would just share some shenanigans with the shipping company that is supposed to pick up the Data East Star Trek that I had in the back room there. Right here. That is now South Park. Remember Star Trek was there? Well, that's all packed up, and I gave it to Rob Noel because he's got the space to pack and pallet it and arrange for pickup. So they were supposed to come on Wednesday between 11 and 3. Well, 3 o'clock rolls around and no show. So I give them a call. They said, what did they say? Payment was not received until after 3 p.m., which was the pickup time cutoff. So they were going to come and pick it up tomorrow, the following day. 2 things. One, I paid at 10:12 a.m. is when I sent the email with the payment information. So that's 5 hours prior to 3 p.m. CSA. Number 2, Rob's not available the following day, so you can't just make up times when you want to show up. So it was rescheduled for today, 11 to 3. Well, Rob texts me just shortly ago, says they have 8 minutes. So I call them up again, and they put me in contact with the dispatcher in Toronto. And he says, oh, you know, they're having trouble getting a tailgate service out there. So let me see. So he gets back on the phone and says, oh, you're really lucky. We found a tailgate, and he's going to be there in 15 to 20 minutes. I said, you know, you're especially lucky because it's a Friday. Thinking to myself, I arranged for this like days ago. So this is not no last minute pickup attempt. These guys have dropped the ball over and over again. The shenanigans involved with shipping is, maybe too much. Like Rob's had to sit around 2 days now for 4 hours waiting, twiddling his thumbs. I mean, he maybe twiddles one thumb while doing something with the other. I'm not exactly sure what, but he's doing something with at least one thumb. So yeah, that was Kevin Graisley just saying something about our Marco package. So parts for South Park are on the way. I guess we ordered 1 day too soon because today is $10 off international shipping. Let's get out. That light is bright. So I was mentioning to him, hey, you should email Marco just to see if we can cash in on the $10 savings for international shipping because it's Black Friday. We ordered on Black Thursday. Didn't quite have the same effect. Anyway, lots of shenanigans. While on hold with the shipping company, I removed the apron and cleaned up in this area. It was actually pretty good. I mean, it was a little crustier around here, but all in all, it's pretty. And I did put a red bulb on that side and that side instead of purple, because the purple didn't shine through the plastic apron. I do like the plastic aprons, just the look of them. Yeah, I think they're back to metal aprons though, aren't they? Actually, I don't know. Okay, so I have cleaned up the zone there and the plastics. Now it's looking pretty now. So now it's time to move on to the Bumblebee Zone. And then I can start checking all the switches and solenoids. If everything checks out, I'm going to set this bad boy up, so we'll see what happens. Alright, another update on the shipping shenanigans. The CSA company has actually showed up, so that's good. They're only maybe 20 minutes late after the 4-hour window. And I guess Rob instructed them to back into the driveway. It's a very long driveway. Sure enough, they pulled in forward, and now he's trying to, currently, like right now as we speak, he's got a truck and trailer, and he's trying to like pull out and back into Rob's driveway, but he's driving all over the lawn. He's like apparently the worst driver in the world and can't seem to back up straight. So Rob is like cursing and kind of got off the phone abruptly so he could go deal with this guy. So that's fun with shipping. Anyway, apron's back on. I got purple and red flipper rubbers going on there. They look pretty cool. Cleaned up the slingshot rubbers a little better. I tightened the spotlights, and and so I'm currently working on seeing if I can get into there. Yeah, I had this in my hand, then Rob called, so I had to get that. But let's see. If I cut it right here, then it shouldn't fall through on me. There is a screw back right there that I can't exactly access, but I think there's enough play in here that I should be able to do what I need to do. So that is what I am going to do. Oh, also, I did clean up all the posts and targets, blue targets, blue nubs, blue targets, red post, and the blue nub here. This plastic ramp system is pretty cheesy, you gotta admit. Like, ball comes down this little wobbly plastic crap, and then usually they have like metal at the end of a ramp, but no, just screw in a blue nub, and yeah, plastic ramps. That was a what, 2010-ish thing, because didn't Avengers have the same thing? Not ideal. Anyway, let's go see if we can repair Bumblebee. Alright, it is Bumblebee surgery time. Crazy glue. I cleaned up the car and the roof hatch there a little bit. My Novus. And this is my crazy glue gel, I think. It's not really coming out very well right now. Whoa. It's a little bit of a bubble there. Oh my god. That is too much. Okay, let's set that over there. And you need to spread it around a little bit though. Bumblebee, whoa, you probably be good to go after this. Okay, which way does this go now? Oh shite. I thought it was this way. Come on. Why am I doing this one-handed? I am sure to get crazy glued. Yeah, look at that. All right. It actually kind of almost clicked into place. But now with the crazy glue action, Bumblebee, she's been bumped from behind a few times by the old captive ball. There is a dirty joke to be had right there, but I am not going to make one. I'll save that for you. Anyway, yeah, ball to butt, never mind. Okay, yeah, so I think that's good enough for Bumblebee. I gotta deal with this crazy glue before it becomes an issue. Let's go stick them in the track. I'm holding my phone with like my pinky. This is not a good idea either. All right, so that's the track is all cleaned up. The plastics are both cleaned on both sides. And Bumblebee, there he is, back in his new home. I'm gonna get a new ball, and no smashing Bumblebee for, I don't know, a good couple hours anyway. But getting pretty close to checking all solenoids and switches. That'll be next. Okay, the shipping shenanigans are not actually over. So I forget exactly what the latest update was. Rob said they finally showed up, but the guy was having a hard time backing up his truck trailer down Rob's driveway. Now, it is a long driveway, mind you. Rob suggested that he back in initially, but he's tried to pull in forward. So Rob said, no, back in like I instructed you, please, because that is the way this is going to work, and that's the way it's worked with all the other shipments that he's done. So this guy, the driver, was very incapable. Oh, I think I did mention that. Yeah. So he's driving all over Rob's lawn, and he's just had it professionally graded and seeded, and it's a big farm, you know, farm lawn. It's huge, and apparently now it looks like a war zone, and Rob told him to go F off. Go away, get off my lawn, essentially. And he kicked the driver out. So that happened. So then I call back CSA, talk to the dispatcher in Toronto. While I'm on the phone with CSA, Rob calls. I actually put him on three-way with CSA. So CSA sub-hired Minimax to do the pickup. They subcontract out. So I guess as I was talking to CSA dispatch in Toronto, Rob was talking to Minimax dispatch in wherever they are, And they are going to come back on Monday, hopefully with a capable driver and proper vehicle. So Monday is the new pickup. This is the third day that it's supposed to be, that supposed to have been picked up. So 3 times hopefully is a charm. So now I gotta inform my customer Joel of the ensued shenanigans, what the heck is going on, and that his shipment will be a little bit more delayed. But yeah, if you're gonna ship Pinball Machine, you might want to think once or twice or 3 times. In the meanwhile, Bumblebee's in his new home. We got a new ball, plastics installed. Everything is happy there. So there's not really much left on the play field that I can think of. I mean, I could maybe try and take steel wool to the ramps, just see if that just smooths out a little bit, but probably not. I mean, that's just ball track, right? It does look like a little bit dirty though, so I don't know, maybe it might clean it up a little bit. And even under this guy too, there's a little bit of that ball track. It's just like ingrained into the metal, so I don't know if that'll come out or not. That's getting a little picky. But I think it is time to test all the switches and solenoids. So maybe I'm going to prop up my machine like I do. Give it a bit of a pitch so the ball doesn't actually roll backwards. And then kind of maybe play test a game. But let's go over the switches first. Oh, I'm being mindful of where I place my hand. Good boy me. Anyway, so this machine's looking a little better than it did when I first got it, eh? Minus the glare. Yeah. So I went through switches and I tested everything on the top side of the playfield. Seems to be okay. So now I'm just going through solenoids. So let's check these together. Auto launch works. Megatron lockup. What is that? Okay, there's an up post in Megatron. So I'm wondering if we'll find any cool, fun, like solenoids here, like maybe Megatron moving up or down, or Starscream spinning around, or Optimus Prime jiggling ball control gate. Can you see that? It works. What else do we got? Ball control on the right side. That should be that guy. Yep, that works. All right, what else? Magnetron drop target down. Well, it's already down, but let's see if it clicks. Yep. Okay. What else do we get? Drop target up. Okay. Voila. Oh, I haven't cleaned that yet. Shaker motor, optional. Oh. Let's see. Oh, yeah. That definitely is shaking. All right, what else do we got? Top pop bumper. Yep. Right pop, bottom pop. Mini playfield controlled gate. Is that this? Where did I go? Here we go. Oh, this guy here. Okay. Mini playfield. Yes. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Left sling. Right sling. Left flipper. That's cool. You can test flippers in solenoid test, eh? Flashers. Oh, okay, flashers. I already did flashers. Left eject. Hey. Oh, there we go. Where is that? Oh, this little saucer there. All spark. That works. Back panel, flasher, optional coil, center lane. Megatron motor. Here we go. What is this going to do? Ah. Neato. Okay, that's pretty cool. Flasher. 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 Optimus Prime motor. Here we go. Zoom in on Optimus. Optimus Prime. Oh, it's the ramp in front. I thought it was going to be Optimus Prime jiggling. What else we got? Flasher, Starscream motor. Here we go. Starscream motor. Nothing's happening. Interesting. Okay, so we got something to check out. Starscream motor. Wonder why that's not working. Starscream motor relay. Oh, hello. Is that it? What happened? You just moved a little bit. Megatron cannon. Oops, sorry, that was my elbow. What happens here? Oh, cool. I did not know that happened. Neato. That's why I brought you along for this, because I knew there'd be some cool stuff. Here we go, Optimus Prime. Ah, that's actually pretty cool. Left mini playfield. Left mini playfield? Oh, okay. Right mini playfield. Okay, that works. Trop up kicker. Back to number 1. So, I might have to figure out what's going on with Starscream. And I probably should do that sooner than later, because that's at the very bottom back of the playfield. And I don't want to put this on legs, or else I'll not be able to access that. So whatever issue there is with that, I need to solve it now. Okay, I think I figured out what's going on with Starscream. 41 is motor, which goes right. No, 42 goes right. Motor relay. And 41, Starscream motor, goes left. Right. Left. So that's pretty cool. So what is he trying to do? Block the shot or something? So if he's in that position and the ball is trying to get in there, he's going to hit his foot and jump out onto the playfield. Is that why this Mylar is here? Oh, maybe that's the trick. He's trying to block the shot. And then if we do this, then you can hit that target between his legs. You can 5-hole him. And then what happens? It kind of bounces back and then goes down here, because there's the one-way gate here. Falls down under this ramp. That's why there's Mylar there. Comes down the ramp and then comes down here to the in lane. Got it. All right, interesting. A lot of cool toys in this game. They spent a buttload of money on this, it looks like, except for the plastic ramps, which are meh. But okay, I don't know. I gotta rebuild the flippers. That's what I'm gonna do. It probably won't need anything extensive, but I'm gonna clean them up. I'll be back. I have been refurbishing flippers. I didn't go crazy with these guys. Did add new sleeves. These are probably the original ones. Cleaned up the coils and parts. I just dremeled down the coil stop edges and plunger edges, just to tweak everything up. I think these are going to be fine and dandy. Clean the end of stroke switches, and that should be good. I'm going to check the symmetry, actually. Make sure both coil stops, are the shafts are resting at the same point, thereby creating nice flipper symmetry. So I'll check on that. But I think, you know what I didn't check was all the trough switches. But I don't know. I think it's time to put this guy on legs. And or should I kind of do a test game on the cart? Maybe I'll do that. Okay, I'll be back. All right, I said screw it. I'm just gonna move it into place. I've cleaned up the grease or oil off of 4 brand new shiny balls, and I'm making space. Check it out. That's where Harlem was. That's where Harlem is now. I may just leave him there for the weekend. Keep the aisleway open. But It's happening. I'm going to put transformers on legs. Alright, phase 1 complete. It's in position. Thought I'd use new leg levelers. Sorry, leg bolts. I'm going to go purple on the front for fun. I did remove the topper hardware because I'm going to try and fix that. Yeah, it won't fit. So I can't have it on. Beer mod, of course, and then some cabinet protectors. Although, you know, the damage has already been done. But it'll prevent further damage. And it's very common for the legs to kind of buckle up the art. That is nothing new, so that will prevent any further damage. But all right, that's next. All right, I feel like this is taking me forever. Finally got the legs on. Oh yeah, check out the purple leg bolts. They look really cool. I went and checked if I had red leg bolts, but I didn't. Otherwise I would have put red on purple and purple on red, or maybe red on red. But they look cool. Got the pin gulp on. Came with the keychain. I got it leveled, I think. We need to install some new balls. These are brand new shinies. I gotta install the tilt bob. Those are the old bolts, old balls. Oh yeah, I gotta find out what this is from. And this. Those could be important, especially the gate there. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that out. And we'll stick the coin box back in. Stick the balls in. Woo. We might have this pitched pretty steep, but we'll see. Here's the topper in for repair. The old moving blanket. Okay, so what's left? Got it plugged in. Oh, I gotta clean the glass. Stick the glass on. But, I don't know, actually, I think we're ready to turn this on. I mean, I don't see why not. Do we want to... Okay, let me throw this on a tripod. I'll be right back. Alright, let's see what happens here. Alright, let's zoom up a little smidge here. Looks pretty through the camera. Well, I forgot to clean the drop target. That's still on there on my list. No, I'm gonna go put it on my list right now. Clean, drop. I gotta adjust the slingshots as well because they're probably not adjusted, but yes, looking good, looking good. All right, well, let's hit start. Oh, I gotta turn this up for the first real playtest game. Shaker motor action too. Okay, let's go Decepticons, because they're evil. Ooh, it's pretty friggin' cool. Oh yeah, hands-free skill shot if you roll over the upper lanes without pressing the flipper button. But I had to press it.
Before time began, there was the cube.
The cube. Oh, shaker motor's kicking in. Ooh, this is gonna be deadly. How's this feed? Oh, right, it stayed locked. Okay. I thought it kicked it out in between locks, but maybe not on the LE. Or something, maybe I'm missing something, I don't know. I thought every time you got a ball into a Megatron... Oh, I guess it's a... I get it. Megatron on the LE is a physical lock. I saw a trough under there, so you can lock 3 balls in there. Maybe on the Pro it's a virtual lock. Hey, we should hit Bumblebee. Wait a minute, maybe we shouldn't. But it has been an hour or two. At least an hour, so. Hands-free? Nope, I gotta use my hands. I want to smack Bumblebee, but what if I knock his roof clean off? There. I got a hit on him. Oh, a little grazer. Oh, might not be perfectly level. I might need to adjust that, but that's okay. Can I backhand the left ramp? Oh, cool! Starscream did a little... Oh, shit. Sorry, Bumblebee. Didn't mean to. Alright, let's, Oh, there's that cannon shot. Oh, man. I'm like standing like a good 3 feet back from the machine because the tripod's in the way. So I am not able to do my normal nudging very well. Also, I've got a sore wrist, so that is inhibiting me too. Those are 2 great reasons why I suck right now. Oh, is this like a super skill shot or something? Yeah, I forgot about that plunge right before the lanes. Woo! Right into the friggin' slingshot. Gomez, you like to fire stuff into slingshots. Oh, here it comes. On Johnny Mnemonic, same thing. Ball feeds out of the pop bumpers into the slingshots. Come on! Thank you. No! Oh man, I gotta tell you, this is exciting. Even though I suck, that's okay. Okay, so I'm going to clean the drop target, install the tilt bob, check the slingshot sensitivity, level the machine a little better maybe, and yeah, this is friggin' cool. I know the LE doesn't get a whole lot of love, but right now it is, I'll tell you that. It's friggin' awesome. Okay, that is all the old hardware. And Clint Carey, by the way, this may be for you. I mean, it looks so burnt and crispy that it might have even come from the black hole playfield that you have. So, there you go. If you think you need that, let me know, brother. And, let's see. So, yeah, just doing some dialing in. Installed the coin box. I installed the tilt bob. I changed some settings. That wire form gate in there, it is the exact same shape as the right ramp. So I think someone just replaced it or somehow ended up with a spare, but it is this exact same shape. So I don't think I'm missing anything. I'm just, like I said, dialing it in, and I noticed the left lower pop bumper wasn't working, but I remember it working in solenoid test. But so as it turned out, the switch was just stuck closed. So I've adjusted that, and that should be good now. Check the level a little bit more. I think that is about it. I can invite a boy or two over probably to do some quote-unquote play testing of the machine, put them to work. The next thing I got to do is clean the glass and lock bar, which is probably fine. I'll give it a wipe though. Yeah, and we should be good to go. I adjusted the lock a little bit. It was a little tight for my liking, so I just snugged this up a little bit and bent the cam out a smidge, so it locks all happy now. It's the little minor things, the way I like them. So, oh yeah, and that's what I had to do is install a new loop to lock in my playfield. Yeah, see, there's Johnny's loop, but that's what I got to deal with. But at least the bottom of the playfield is pretty darn accessible the way I have it now. So if anything is wrong or goes awry, shouldn't be too much of a pain in the nuts to fix it. So yeah, I'm gonna do some more play testing now. All right, there it is, in the lineup officially. Got legs, lock bar, glass, and other than dialing it in, cosmetics are basically done. So I thought we'd just go for a quick little tour of the finished product. Basically, really like what Stern did with this machine. It's pretty darn cool. Yeah, sorry I have the glass on, but oh well, we can still see what we're looking at. Allspark. I wonder what color Allspark is in the movie, because I could change the color of the flasher in there. It's just white right now. So I'm pretty pleased with how everything turned out. Got the Starscream emblem in the back. Back panel of the city is kind of cool. Hey, I still don't know who that character is just yet. But all in all, I mean, I set this up on, or I brought it home Wednesday, and it's now Friday. It's got a very thorough cleaning inside and out. Playfield, every square inch, targets, flippers tweaked, all mechanics checked, electronics checked, new hardware and balls. It would be kind of cool to have mirror blades. Too bad also that my topper won't fit. But yeah, this got a nice little quick clean up job, and it's good to go. So I definitely will have to have a gameplay video of this, but that won't happen tonight, because tonight is going to be playtest night. I invited a couple shenaniganders over, and we'll beat on this game for the night and see if there's any dialing in that needs to be done. And then when that's all said and done, I'll do a gameplay video. I still got to do one on Whirlwind and Johnny and Dracula. Did I do one on Dracula yet? I forget. Pinball Magic needs one. Harlem's gonna need one too at some point. But yeah, that's too much content in my brain at the moment. Let's just focus on Transformers. Alright, that is the end of the setup and the beginning of the Transformers saga. Thanks for watching.